What up? It's AQ. Run it back. Also known as A Quality. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to set up a template in Pro Tools. Alright, let's open up Pro Tools. I'm not sure what version of Pro Tools you guys are using, but this should be good all across the board. Alright, cool. So we're gonna go into create. So we're gonna call this AQ. Template. So I normally do a 24-bit rate and 48. Location. Make sure location's where you want it. I'm gonna put mine in this folder. Alright, so when you open up Pro Tools for the first time, it's gonna look like that. What I do is go up here to track, new. You're gonna create a master bus. Make sure it's in stereo. Master fader here. And then you're gonna create some auxiliary tracks here. Make sure everything's at stereo here. Put auxiliary, aux input. And then we're gonna create tracks. I'm not sure how many tracks you'll be using for your session, but I mean, I always have more than I need just in case. So I'm gonna create, say, about so much it lets me do right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and you could name them. So let's name this first one here. Let's name it Dynamics and EQ. We'll have one for reverb. We'll have two for reverb. I like to always have two different reverbs in my sessions. And then we're gonna do a delay. A delay too. And then for this one, we could also make another dynamic and EQ. What up, my boy? Good, man. Chilling. How about you, man? Alright, cool. So then we're going to create. See, notice how everything is all lined up on the side here. I always keep my master bus at the very bottom of the session. So let's move this to the bottom. Move this one up here. And then from there, what I do next is I put each individual track here, auxiliary track, on their own bus. So we're going to put this first one in bus 1 and 2. So something wrong here. Bus 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Let's delete this one. Cool. And then I like to, I mean, it depends. Like if you're recording one person, I always keep the EQ and the compression, the dynamics all in one. So I would go down the line here on the audio tracks and put everything to bus 1 and 2. I want everything routing to that specific auxiliary track. We'll do that straight down the line. All right, cool. Just want to take you step by step here. All right, cool. Once you got all that set up, then you can start. I normally label all my tracks, so I would name this lead verse. And then we'll do verse dub 1. Copy. And we'll do verse highlights 1. Copy that, go on to the next one, paste it, make it 2. Then we'll go into verse ad-libs. Boom. Then I like to color everything out so I can know where I'm at when I'm mixing. Command Shift to highlight both of them, and then just it does it for both here. And then, boom, good. I'll go down here and I'll make one for the hook. Hook lead. Hook dub. This is just the way I do it. I mean, pretty sure there's no wrong or right way of doing it, but that's the way I prefer to run my sessions. You can set yours up however you want. So let's create some more tracks here. So boom, make sure they're all mono. I'm ready when you are, man. Let me know. So we'll do the same thing for these new tracks we just put in here. Go down the line. Cool. So we locked off at hook dub, so now we'll do hook highlights. Two. And then like we'll do hook low. 1. hook high. Basically, the hook low and high is like, you know, vocal range. I normally have the artist go through a low tone dub and a high tone dub. So that's what that is. And then we'll have a hook high love, a hook ad lib. Boom. And then like keeping the gap in between the verses and the hook, so let me just extra track here. Cool. So make the lead, let's make it blue. Click on the left right there, left click on the left on the color here, and this color chart here to come up, and you just pick whatever color you want to make it. Click shift to do that. Boom. Keep this green here, the last one. Boom. All right, cool. So make this red. Let's make these here green. Let's make the delays here blue for sure. Cool. So normally, like for my delays, I'll have like a, you know, a fast delay and a slower delay. So that's why I got two different delays here. And I like to use different reverbs throughout the song on the vocals. Don't like using the whole same reverb to the whole thing. So let's say you got another artist, you know, a feature on the song. It's two different artists on the song. I would make a different auxiliary track for them. So I would come in here, do another stereo, make another auxiliary, pop it in there. We'll call it dynamic EQ 2. Boom. Alright, cool. Because everybody has different kind of tone of voice, so you always want to make sure you ain't running same person through the same EQ or compression. So I'll go in here. I always put my subtractive EQ in here first to take out any low end. So I'll go with something like that, you know. Then I'll come in here, put a compressor right here. I use stock, all my plugins, I use the stock plugins. My compression, I mean, you can use whatever you got or desire. And after that, I'll put in a additive EQ here. And then I'll put a de-esser after that. A de-esser. Boom. And I usually put an expander too here before hitting the compressor, just to take out any unwanted noise of the room around there or something, you know what I mean? And then I would just copy the same thing here to the bottom one. Boom, boom, boom. And then for the reverb, I do the same thing. I add a 1-band filter here. Take out any low end. Put a reverb. Use whatever you. Boom. Put this one in here. And then we'll put in another filter here to cut some of the high end off. I like to control too what comes into the reverb. So I put a compressor on here too. I used this one here. Oh, this ain't it. Hold on. Compressor. Yeah, this is the one I use. So I'll put that in there. And then I'll do the same thing here. Copy everything over to the next one. And then for the delay, I like using this one. It's one of my favorite ones here. Keep them fast, and then I copy that one over. It's a slow one. Boom. Cool. So then, now that we got all that set up, we could, hold on. So let me do this again. So we'll use 11, 12. Okay, cool. All right. So I got all these set up to run, all these mono tracks to run into this one up here. So if you have another artist or someone else on a song, then you would obviously route the bus 11 and 12 at the bottom here to that specific track. And then if you want to add reverb to, let's say, the hook here, you would, my reverb track is on 3 and 4, the first one. So I add it here on the side, 3 and 4. I always make sure that the plugin is fully wet. So, make sure that the wet is all the way full. So 100% here, because then you can control how much of it you want with the actual channel here. So you control it here instead of over there on the plugin. So that'll be that reverb there. You could individually name these instead of having numbers on there. You could name it reverb 1 there too. Say we name here, and you could just name that reverb. That changes that to that. And then the same thing for the delays. You're going here, 7, 8, 9, 10. You want a delay on this certain track. You go here. Boom. It's in. Put it at 0. I go down here on this arrow, right click, and then it gives you exactly what you have on there, the buses. So you can control it individually by automating it. So if you want to control the mute, click on here for the delays. So let's see, go here, mute, boom. See it pops up, put it down. And then that's how I control my delays. Let's say there's a track here, vocal that I want to have some delays on it. I just bring this up, unmute it, boom. And that certain part of the vocal track will have that delay. And the same thing for the reverb. The reverb, put it all the way up. See how it sounds. Mix it down here, how much you want it to be wet. And then make sure that for the reverb, you want to add more on a certain part of the song. And you go here and you go on the level. to put more of it in it. So let's say I want to have more reverb on this part of the vocal, then I raise it up to where I want it. Or if I don't want any reverb at all, I'll go here and highlight it and mute it. So yeah, pretty much that's how I run my sessions, you know. If you need this template, let me know. I'll send it over to you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at AQ Run It Back. Same thing as my YouTube, my Twitter, AQ Run It Back. I'll be trying to fill you guys in every week with one of these. Hopefully the next one I do is a live session so you guys can really see how I get down and mix my tracks down. So after you do this, make sure that you go here, save as template, right? AQ template, select the location for the template. Or you can keep it in one of the, one of the ones here. So let's put it in, I got my folder in there already, so the hit shop. So that way when you close the session, you won't lose all this. Like, it takes time to do all of this. You don't want to be setting up a whole template every session. It'll take at least 30 minutes for you to set everything up. So you want to have this on the fly, on the go. So when your session arrives, you click on the template and everything's all set up, ready to go. So you hit OK here. Boom. Let's close this up. So we're going to open the session. Open create new. Boom, create new. And then you're going to create from template. Make sure this is open and it'll pop up here. You see it came up. Bam. So then hit create. Name the track whatever you're going to name it. I normally ask the artist what they're going to name the song. If they don't have a name for it, I just name it, whatever the beat is or whatever, just to be able to find the song. Boom. And then create. Let's not save it. Boom. So when you open the session, see, boom, boom, pops up. Everything's set up, ready to go. That's how I run my template for my Pro Tools, my sessions. That's pretty much it, man. Next one we do, we're gonna be on a live session. So stay in tune, fellas. I got you, Chosen. Let me open up one of the ones I had yesterday so I can show y'all. This was yesterday's reggaeton track I did. So you can see exactly how the session looks with all the tracks. This one I don't have it labeled though. What up, Jay Grizz? make sure y'all stream that applying pressure. Let's run that up. Thanks, D. You see how it sounds pretty much. I got some. So I can see how this sounds real quick.
Conde, lápiz on fire.
Entre tragos en la arena, frente al mar una sirena, pelo rizo, piel canela. Como no darle esa nena, pegándome a la orilla, saboreando la brisa. Me envolvió, me dio de la droga más que envicia. Bailamos pegados, cuerpo a cuerpo contigo, sudando, perreando, yo dándole castigo. Bailamos pegados, cuerpo a cuerpo contigo, sudando, perreando, yo dándole castigo.
Es una baby que mira frente al mar. Rápido tuve la intención de hablar. Te pongo el ojo.
This is all my automation that I did here.
Conmigo pa' que te sientas mal.
It's a little bit of mess because I was in a rush yesterday.
Mucho amor y mucha marihuana. Te siento en el cielo si te pega y me guaya. Yo que llevo tiempo buscando guayaba. Me siento celoso si no hablas. Siempre estoy soñando con volver a darte tabla, tabla. Y es que ese culo me tiene envidia. Es que me encanta cuando yo lo veo. Tu cuerpo yo lo deseo. Baby, yo no te lo niego.
Bailamos pegados, cuerpo a cuerpo contigo, sudando, perreando, yo dándole castigo. Bailamos pegados, cuerpo a cuerpo contigo, sudando, perreando, yo dándole castigo.
And every session is different, so I normally have my template and I'm always changing shit around throughout the whole session, so it's never a one set way of doing it, but as long as you got the layout there, it makes things faster and the workflow better. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Hopefully I get you guys in a live session here while I'm recording live. So